Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to learn how to calculate area. I'm going to show you a new faster way so that you can show multiple areas at once, and we're going to use what's called fields. Now, I'll show you an example of what we're going to do, and then I'll talk you through it. So this is a polyline I've got around it, and this is the field showing the square footage of this bedroom. But the nice thing about this is if we say, okay, well, we wanted to see what it would be like if the bedroom was a foot smaller. I just stretch it down and then I hit regen and it automatically fixes that. So that's the beauty of having that. Now, the old way that everyone used to do was you would just type area and then you would hit O for object and then you would select that object. And then down here, it would tell you the square footage was 132.444444444. All right. This way, it's just there automatically. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, my last tutorial, I went into this custom Lisp that I did where it creates a polyline on top of your lines. But that really only works well if you're using the new method where your doors have wipeouts and your windows have wipeouts. This is an older plan, and everything is just trimmed. So we used to put our doors in and we trim them and all that. So it didn't really work that way on this one. So instead, I'm just going to erase that. And then I've put polylines on the porches, the overall of the house, and then the bedrooms and the garage. So we're going to go through that and see how that works. So the first thing that you would have to do is you would have to install the Lisp. So you'd have to go to app load, and then you would have to come down here to where I've got this right there. So this is the Lisp that I made. Claude helped me make it. If you want this Lisp, just message me in the comments and I'll pin a comment with the download link. But you might want to create it on your own. So just message me if you want it, just quick and easy, and I'll give it to you for free. Okay, so once that's loaded, I've already got it loaded, it gives you these multiple commands here. So the first one we're going to do is this polyline square foot multiple. That's what it means right there. So let's just go polyline, and if you just do PL, then they'll all pop up. So we're going to do polyline square foot multiple right there. So we're going to select a couple of things. We're going to select this, and then the garage, and then we're going to skip this one on purpose. So we're going to select that one. We're going to select this office. We're going to select this back bedroom, and then we're going to select this back porch here. All right. So then we hit enter. Now it asks us for the text height. So this is a quarter scale plan. So I'm going to leave it at 4.5. I'm going to hit enter, and then it automatically puts the square footage in each. So then, we can go through and we can move it like we want it. This middle one right here, that's the square footage for the house. So depending on where you normally like to put your square footage for your house, you can just kind of put it there. This is for the front porch. That's for the garage. Bedroom. I'm just cleaning this up a little bit, and then I'm going to show you why this is so nice. All right. So then we've got that right there. And even though it looks like this with this white box around it, when it prints normal, like normal text. So say you're designing a house and you do this. Maybe you don't go through all the rooms just yet, but you do the outside. So this is the square footage of just the heated space here. And the owner says, well, that's a little too much. So then you've got to go through the mess of trying to figure out where to cut. But with this, you could just say, okay, well, if we cut a foot out of there, see, it's already just trimming down. So then you can work real quickly to say, okay, well, if we cut 2 feet out of there, refresh. All right, now we're getting it closer. So if they said it had to be 2,500, you're pretty close already, just working with that. So that works really good. Now, the thing that I wanted to mention, let me stretch this back down and stretch this back down, is we forgot to do this bedroom. And that's where this individual PLSF command comes in. So if we do PLSF, then we select this room here. Now it's asking us where we want to put it. So I'm just going to click there, and then once again, it asks us for the text height. So if you forget anything, you can just use the single command, and it'll do it like that. These other two, I don't use them, but I'll show you what it does. So let's do the PLSFS, and then we select this, and then we show it here. So what that does is it just does text, but it's not a field. So if you go to change this in any way, 12, and then you hit refresh, it doesn't change that number. I don't really like that. I would much prefer to use these first two commands. That way it's dynamic and it can change as you work with your plan. And the way you know that it's text is it doesn't have that box around it like this. So that was just a real quick tutorial. It's a super handy command. I really like using it. I'm using Claude to design all kinds of Lisp. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can draw multiple lines at once. So like when you're designing a floor plan, all these lines right here, we could use this command that I've got, LGDef and then LGDraw, to just grab all of those, and then I could just draw the exterior of the house really quickly. So I'll show you that in the next video.